My time is now. Who said it was later?
Yeah, I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. How we live.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Golden State does so many things well. Obviously, the offensive side of the ball, they're tremendous. But a lot of folks, Kenny, don't realize how good they are defensively, and statistically, they were the best in the league last year.
You know, Ernie, when you have multiple players on the all-defensive team, you have Andrew Bogut, you got Draymond Green, guys who are locked down.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes a pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing.
Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup, live here in Houston. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Golden State will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now Moniunas. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Like last season, we saw Moniunas make some nice drives.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
That's good for Ariza on the assist by Beverly.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Curry. Latrey gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And it's Houston's ball. It's Harden with the drive. That's good. Harden's got his first 2 points.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. That's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And again, James Harden.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the wide open shot from Green. Outside for Curry. Second chance shot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 5 now.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the triple. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And here's Beverly after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. The pass to Ariza. And he converts the layup. Ariza's got his second basket.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Warriors leading by 3.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champions.
Harden can't hit. The Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Left side, Curry. No good. The Rockets go the other way with it.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got 9 points.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And Curry, here we go.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Curry, wide open. And there's the feed to Ezeli. The 3-ball. Another miss by Curry.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Here's Spates. And he uses the glass on the layup. Spates has got his first 2 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Iguodala with the steal, and here we go. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Steph Curry. So it's Golden State with it, and a miss there off the inbound. And Brewer kicks to Capella. Another miss by Houston. Warriors leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Livingston. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's McDaniels, covered by Barbosa.
Whoa, that'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Livingston. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the
basketball. This is my passion, on the court.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Green is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Clark in at the point. And here's Harden for 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. There's the triple. Rush grabs the miss. Trailing by 5. Golden State moving the ball around. There's the dish to Clark. The kick out to Spates. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Spates. 6 on the shot clock. No good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Curry outside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
You know, talking about Beverley, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverley's toughness on defense particularly.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverley, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
Green against Modi Yunus. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the free throw, no good. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets trail by 4. Knocks it loose. From deep. And it's Beverley missing.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Ariza goes in. Beverly with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Harden, that's good.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Beverly. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And, guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender. Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Barnes. It's Harden with the drive. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Here's Capella. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Beverly plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Ariza outside. Dishes it to Capella. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
And Beverly gets to Ariza. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. Where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Spates checked in for Golden State. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Feeds to Beverly. Passes it to Harden. Tries again. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Spates. No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
And Capella sends it back. From deep, Iguodala. It's rebounded by Houston. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Barbosa. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And here is Moniunas. It's Ariza on the wing. Launches a three. And so we wrap up.
Thank you.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. In the second quarter, we began to see what they're capable of when everything starts. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Moniunas out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Harden missing again.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
The shot is off, and Houston the other way now. And even 3-on-3 break. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got his first points in this one.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Ariza, and he converts the layup. Ariza's got 8 points.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game. You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Harden inside the 3-point line.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Ariza has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 10 points for Trevor Ariza.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40, mostly because he only took 3s or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting 3s.
And guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second-chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh, man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs.
And, you know, for Houston's wins at home, a lot of it had to do with their three-point shooting. I mean, they shot an average of 35% from behind the arc at home, but kept their opponents to under. to 30% on the year in Houston.
Here's Rush. They set the screen. He feeds it to Green. And Rush kicks to Barnes. 5 on the clock. Curry.
Oh! How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Harden outside. Three-pointer. It's Clark with the rebound.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
It's Curry outside, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 34 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
It's Harden with the drive to stop the run.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
Sure
is.
is.
And guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Kicks it to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Warriors leading by 19 points. He dishes it to Rush. Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry. No good. And it's Houston the other way. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Beverly. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Second shot opportunity. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Rush. An easy 2 points on the layup. Rush has got 6.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Here is Livingston. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Warriors leading by 17. Setting the floor for the Warriors. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Bogut out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Livingston in at the point guard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Warriors ball.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
And it's Beverly missing. The Warriors shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Iguodala dishes to Spates. Thompson outside. The drive by Iguodala. It's tipped. Goes back up. Thompson misses.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And the jam by Moniunas.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Spates. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Capella. And it's good. Going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish Clark to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season. last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Curry attacking. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Curry's got 38 points.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
You know, offensively, they're looking much sharper here in the second half. The turnovers and miscues are down, and I think they're getting quality shots as well.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Timeout called the Rockets. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Harden outside. He kicks to Moniunas. Green with the block. They get it back.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Warriors leading by 18. Curry kicks to Thompson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Capella, the pass to Beverly. That one a little long.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Just call him the Beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
And speaking of Harden and being the best, he'd certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
And I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that, but he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Curry attacking. It's deflected. It's tipped. And some nice passing there by Houston. Back to Beverly. That's good.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 23 points.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
You know, and Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
Well, that's going to be a throwdown every time with that mismatch inside. I mean, he's just too big and strong for him.
It's Curry outside, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Clark, free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you've got to convert, and they did that.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Stephen Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Pass to Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State. Rockets trail by 17. And there's the pass to Beverly. Ariza with it. Picked up by Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Beyond the arc. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Bogut. Curry's got 50 points.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Now the feed to Thompson. Back to Curry. The shot no good. So Houston will take it the other way. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Shooting for Houston.
That free throw good from Harden.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Here's Spates. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
And an intentional foul right there. First one falls for him.
Rockets. James Harden. 2 shots.
Harden hits them both. Inside. And the slam dunk by Speights.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're up by 19. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Yeah, there really isn't much for them to be talking about. This is rubbing it in and adding salt to the wound.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
At the line for your
That free throw good from Harden.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan, Stephen Curry. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.